Hello, everyone. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about how you use essential oils. So a lot of us know from our very first introduction that you can use doTERRA essential oils topically, aromatically, and internally. And it's something very unique about doTERRA that you can use essential oils internally. That is not normal for most mainstream essential oils. And let me tell you why. Because essential oils are not created equal. It's sad but true. When I got into essential oils, the reason I probably didn't get into essential oils earlier is because you go to the store, you look at a lavender or something, and it might say not for internal use or don't use for children under 6. And these are herbs that, God put on the planet for us, right? For our medicine. And if it says something like that, then that could mean that the essential oil could have a pesticide, a filler, a contaminant that's just not safe, right? So most people don't care really about the quality of essential oil, just that it sells, right? So when I found doTERRA, it rocked my world. I finally found a company that across the board tested their oils, third party, really just poured their heart and soul into the purity, the potency, and the quality of essential oils. So I'm really excited to talk with you today. If you want to see my shirt, it says you can't buy happiness, but you can buy doTERRA, and that's kind of the same thing. I really like this shirt because seriously, I have not had as much joy in my life as I have since using essential oils. So I just love them, and I just, want to share that value with you. In fact, I was thinking this morning about how much do we invest in ourselves? How much do we believe that we are worth? Well, if you believe in God and that He created you and He adores you, your worth is infinite. But how much worth do we place on ourselves? Now, I'm not talking about how much is this person worth, the celebrity. I'm talking about how much are we worth? Could we put a price tag on how much we value our time, our efforts, our skills, our talents? And why I'm talking about this in the middle of another Tidbit Tuesday video is it was really heavy on my heart that I needed to talk about this, because some of us, we don't consider ourselves very valuable, if that makes sense. So I was thinking about it. How much do I value myself? Well, some of you may or may not know, I am a private wellness consultant, and I meet with people for $150 an hour. Now, I don't say that to brag, but the value that I can bring to the table has changed so many lives. And some of you who are watching may have been a recipient of that. But I used to charge a lot less for my skill, for my ability to really find out what oils people needed, what supplements people needed. I valued it. I didn't feel like my time was that valuable. In the beginning, I was charging $15 for a half hour. Okay. And for my skill. And I still felt like, oh, that's so much money. But I was pouring my heart and soul into this. I was meditating beforehand. I was praying for each consulting session. I was praying. I was pouring my heart and soul into it. My energy, everything, my best efforts were being put there. And I was only making about $15 for a half hour. And that included travel time. And I was doing what I was born to do, my passion. So a lot of us, we don't consider our time very valuable, but our time is valuable. And I'm just thinking, I was talking to my brother, and he's going through a hard time right now where he is not valuing himself. For example, he wants to be making $15 an hour working at a job, but he doesn't want to put $15 an hour quality into his work. So that's the dilemma here. When we're pouring our heart and soul into something, we are worth I mean, our worth just, we feel it. Our worth doesn't change. Our worth is always there. We're always worth so much, but sometimes we don't feel like we're worth that. And I remember when I first got married, I was so poor, that when essential oils entered my life, could we really afford it? Our budget, and budgets are important. If you need help getting to a budget, let me know. I have hookups with free, amazing quality budget consulting classes that are absolutely free, and they're done free through my church. And if you're interested, they are amazing. They will change your life. They will leverage you to make a lot of money, okay? They will leverage you to see your money in the way that it's meant to be seen, as an asset and as a way to leverage what you really want in this world. So aside from that, in the beginning, I was given, in my budget, I had the opportunity to spend about $5 a month, okay? That was my spending allowance. I could splurge and get a candy bar if I wanted to. I could buy, something that, was just for fun. Now, this didn't include shampoo, makeup, all that stuff. I mean, that was a, personal hygiene and regular shopping. But I had a budget I could spend anything on, and that is key. You need to have it, even if it's just $5, right? Because it really helps you understand you are worth investing in trying something out here and there, right? So it started at $5. Then when we got into doTERRA, I'd realized the value of that $5 that had made in my life, just being able to have the freedom to breathe. I can buy a $5 this, or I can save it up for a couple months and buy something for $10, right? I started to realize the value of money and not just splurge here and there, okay? So with that budget, I had that money. When doTERRA entered my life, I was able to put forth the effort. I knew what it was worth to be able to buy essential oils, and I wanted it for my family. I realized the value of having it for my kids. So I realized we needed about $100 a month that we were putting to our family's health. Okay, besides health insurance, right? But really putting towards health. And what we had to do with our budget, we had to cut out dining out. We didn't go out to eat for months and months and months until we had a better paying job, okay? We didn't go out to eat. We didn't go to any restaurants. We didn't go to any movies. We didn't buy any movies. We didn't buy any music. All of our entertainment switched and started going to oils, okay? That is key, and you need a budget first to do that. So if you need help with that, let me know. Budget makes a huge difference. So anyways, why does this have to do with it? Because it's been heavy on my heart that a lot of us don't value ourselves enough to even spend $10 worth of self-care practices a day. In fact, most of us don't even drink enough water to support ourselves, okay? If we are not worth drinking 64 ounces of water a day, we are not valuing ourselves. So if you want a free suggestion, there it is. Next suggestion. If you can fork out $10 to $20 a day for your self-care, imagine how much better you would feel about yourself. I am worth $10 of investment a day. And I'm not talking splurging. That is not what I mean by self-care. Self-care does not mean splurging. Self-care means putting something into us that will fuel our passions, that will give us the energy we need, that will give us the passion and the strength that we need to do what we were born to do. That is what self-care means. For me, I use probably about $10 to $20 worth of doTERRA products every day. That includes in my deodorant, in my shampoo and conditioner, my vitamins, my probiotics, my essential oils for health, wellness, mental hygiene, mental wellness, my digestive system, my immune system, all of that, because I want to be strong every day. I want God to be able to count on me, to say, I believe you can do it because You've given yourself the strength to do it, to be a good mom, which is really where our best efforts are, is with our family. If we don't have enough energy to give to our family, we are not giving ourselves enough. So anyway, spend 10 minutes talking about that, but it's important, okay? So think about it. Are you worth $10 a day? Okay, our budget for doTERRA, and it's different for everyone. When we started, it was $100. We bumped it up to $125 so we could get the free product of the month. And since then, it's gone up and up and up and up. And while it's gone up, my value, my perception of myself, the ability I have to pour my heart and soul into something, into what God wants me to do, into what I want to do, has gone through the roof. Okay, my time has been freed up. My energy has been freed up. I can put my time, my energy where it matters the most, to God, to my family, and to my passion, what I was born to do, right? So anyway, I've talked about that. Let me know if that inspires you and you have any other questions regarding to that. I will be happy to talk to you about that. Okay, now for real, let's jump into essential oils. When do we use them topically? When do we use them aromatically? And when do we use them internally? So when it comes to diffusion, and I have my essential oil diffuser right here. When it comes to diffusion, you are affecting your mind, your mood, okay, your emotional wellness, and your sleep, as well as your respiratory system, lungs, everything in the lungs, the windpipe, all that, okay? So if you want to affect your mind, help yourself, your clarity, focus, memory, all that stuff, that's where your mind is, right? Your mood, I consider your emotional wellness, your mental wellness, how that plays a role, our positive mindset, all of that is mood, right? Or kind of a combination between mind and mood. And then sleep, we know that, right? Anything interfering with our sleep. So basically anything that is around our mind, our mood, our ability to calm down at night, to plug into sleep and have a great night's sleep, that's what I'm talking about. That's when you diffuse. Also the respiratory system, okay? Because it's diffusing into the air, when we breathe it in, we're breathing in those benefits, okay? It goes through our nose, through our olfactory system, into our limbic system, right? And it has the ability to calm our mind and our mood and help with sleep and help also with our lungs because we're breathing it right in, right? And if you are aware, some people who do some harsh street drugs, right, like cocaine or something, they might snort it, right? Snort cocaine. They do that because it gets right into the brain, right into the bloodstream like that, okay? So when we diffuse essential oils, we're affecting our brain. It's getting right into our bloodstream, into our minds, right? So we have the capacity to help our brains focus, to stay positive, to really let our brains work at the capacity that we were born to do, okay? So that's when we diffuse. And so you can use a diffuser like this one, a diffuser necklace. They have really cheap diffuser necklaces. All that matters in the diffuser necklace is that it has a cotton pad or whatever kind of bead or whatever to absorb the essential oil, and then it naturally evaporates throughout the day. Okay, but as far as a good quality diffuser goes, doTERRA is great. You can buy diffusers from other places. That's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. But ultimately, I found that doTERRA's diffusers were really, really, really good and last long and have warranties and all that. So this one's $50 that's right next to me, right over here. Here is $50 and through doTERRA with your membership. It's lasted me years, so better than the $20 one I got that lasted me like 3 or 4 months. So good deal. That's when you diffuse. So a common question when it comes to diffusion: is it safe to diffuse every day and all day? Now, speaking about quality right here, quality makes the biggest difference with this question. If you have a high quality oil like doTERRA's oils, breathing it in does wonders for your body. Your mind can be in a constant state of balance, homeostasis, when we diffuse. Now, if the essential oil has a pesticide, or there's a chance it is, diffusing it over time can actually compound any adverse toxins there, okay? But when you're talking doTERRA, yeah, why would you want to be breathing anything else? Walk outside, you know, you have all these toxins, pollutions, all those things in the air. Why would we want to breathe anything else than things that are going to cleanse and purify us and sustain us, right? I mean, when I go to the gas station, how do I feel afterwards? Kind of, you know, have you ever thought about how you feel after going to a gas station? You've touched something toxic, you've breathed in those fumes, you've, you know, just inhaled that. Hopefully you didn't eat it too, right? But you're getting toxins into your body. And so I'm out and about doing my thing, you know, there's carbon dioxide, you know, all sorts of things in the air. When I get home, I feel so much better if there's a diffuser going, and instantly I'm getting that relief, okay? So why would you want to breathe anything else? That's the ultimate question. I mean, obviously do your research, don't go crazy, but I diffuse. I mean, I don't diffuse 24/7 just because I can't keep on top of that, but I do try to diffuse every day at least once, and then at night at least once. And this diffuser runs, you know, 4 hours at a time. So starting the night off, great, whatever. Some diffusers run longer times than that and can last the whole night, and that's cool too. So that's a common question. Oils that I commonly diffuse are Purify, which is in the diffuser right now. Purify essential oil, that's the cleansing and purifying blend. Here's Purify. Okay, Purify, it has a lot of oils that are great for the respiratory system and cleansing that, as well as it actually purifies the air. How cool is that? So when I'm lazy and don't want to clean my house, like I chose to sit here in my living room because everywhere else in the house is dirty. So it looks like I have a clean spot, right? So when I feel like I just want the germs gone, even if I can't pick everything up and organize it, Purify is amazing, okay? So Purify is awesome. I also, in this diffuser, have lemongrass. And usually I only do one or the other, but today I needed a little bit of extra emotional cleansing at the same time. Because Purify is very cleansing. It can be emotionally cleansing as well as physically, environmental cleansing. But lemongrass is specifically emotionally cleansing. And I've been having so many emotions go through my mind lately that I need lemongrass too. Lemongrass is one of my favorite oils. And so I've got both of them in the diffuser. 2 drops of each in the diffuser. There I go. Other oils I like to diffuse, On Guard. Great for the immune system. If it's cold and flu season, it's a great one to diffuse for, you know, pathogens and whatnot in the environment. If somebody comes into your house and has a cold, you know, you don't have to worry about disinfecting. Well, I don't worry about disinfecting things afterward if I'm diffusing while people are over. Breathe is the same way. You can breathe in Breathe, which is the respiratory blend. And Breathe has eucalyptus, melaleuca, peppermint. It's got that minty stuff that really cleanses the lungs and purifies. Whereas On Guard has more of a Christmassy feel to it. On Guard has clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wild orange. And then Breathe has laurel, eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, and ravensara. So good ones for the respiratory system. Okay, so when it comes to that, you just want to try to gauge what you're going for. Other ones I like to diffuse is at nighttime. Lavender is great to diffuse. Serenity is a lavender-based blend that has a lot of oils for calming as well as lavender in it. And then there's Peace, and Peace is a little bit floral, a little bit woodsy, and just kind of grounding and peaceful. And so those are ones I usually diffuse. Wild orange is another one to diffuse day or night because it's at the oil of like abundance, and it helps you see the positive so that more comes. So it's great for diffusing during the daytime when you need that extra energy, that extra vibrance, or at nighttime when you just need to feel like everything is right. Okay, so I love diffusing wild orange day or night for that. Next, topical. When do you use essential oils topically? Essential oils, I wanted to say one more thing about diffusion. If you don't have a diffuser, you can use a poor man's diffuser, which is getting a cotton ball and putting a few oil drops on it and putting it on an air vent in a home or a car. Poor man's diffuser works. The other way is to breathe in through your hands. And this is breathe or rub it on your chest. That way you can kind of keep getting those benefits. The reflexology points for the sinuses and whatnot are the tips of the fingers. So you can rub it on the tips of the fingers and you might actually feel like you're smelling it for longer. Because, interesting, right? All right, the body's amazing. Totally amazing. So the second thing, topically. When using oils topically helps hone your body into focusing on one specific area, okay? So if you're having an inflammation response, for example, if your kid touched a hot stove or you burned your hand with a curling iron or something, being able to have lavender right on hand to soothe that irritation, to kind of pull that irritation out, it's amazing. Okay, so you use oils topically for first aid. You can also use essential oils topically for inflammation. For example, deep blue is a really common one. Deep blue helps with joints, muscles, tendons, bones, ligaments, the tissues, discs, vertebrae. It helps just calm the area down. And I love using it for all of those things. I mean, that's not FDA compliant, but I do use it for all those things and find those things really awesome. So that's what I use. I also use Aroma Touch if I feel like my pain is related to fight or flight, hypervigilance, not being able to settle down. Aroma Touch has the essential oils, cypress, peppermint, marjoram, basil, grapefruit, and lavender. It's kind of an interesting combination, but we put it on and it smells so fragrant. You've got a little bit of everything, but it helps because of the basil in it and whatnot, and the other oils, it really helps calm down like the adrenal glands. So if you have adrenal exhaustion, which is causing kind of inflammation and fatigue in your body, that's a really great one to use. And using it right above your kidneys in the back, so kind of your lower to mid-back, kind of a little bit more in the mid-back, kind of on the lower end, right there where your adrenals and kidneys are. If you put it kind of on the high end of where your kidneys are, that's where your adrenal glands are located. So I put it there a lot of times. Basil is great to use by itself that way too. So those are good reasons to use essential oils topically. Another thing, talk about reflexology, okay? Reflexology is the concept that your ears, your hands, and your feet all have reflexology points that link to everywhere in your body. Okay, usually right hand means, right side of your body, left hand means left side. So left foot, same way, left ear, right ear, that type of thing. Okay, in the Modern Essentials book, they do have pages where it talks about where the layouts are. And you can find this online too. You can just Google search reflexology, hand maps or foot maps or ear maps, and you'll be able to see that. So if you have a certain area in your body that needs help, you can apply essential oils to that area. One of my favorite things to do is to, if my thyroid is feeling like it needs extra support, lemongrass is great for the thyroid, and the reflexology point for that is right in between, right here. So if you're thinking, hey, I just want to apply something, maybe your lower back is bothering you, or somewhere along your spine and you can't reach it, well then your ears, actually, if you look at it, your ear is kind of the image, the reflexology image. You think about it like an upside down fetus in the womb. The head, the spine, the tailbone, the legs curling in. So kind of gauge where. I love the ear because it's really easy to follow. It's just like, okay, where would it be on an upside down baby? Okay, that's where I put it for me. And then as far as hands go, it's a little bit more complicated. You probably need the maps for that. But ears, I love doing ears because I can feel, okay, yeah, it's about my tailbone, my sciatic nerve, right up here, then I need this. Put oils there, right? Awesome stuff. So hopefully that's helpful. Reflexology is amazing. Also, one more reason you would want to apply essential oils topically is if you want to address a specific chakra of your body. So they're just kind of straight down the body chakras. So if you want to affect your mind, your capacity to plan for the future, use your inner voice, live from your heart, create, and and feel grounded and supported and secure. Those are different areas. I'm not going to go into chakras right now. I think I've done a video on chakras before, or I have a handout or something. So, but look into chakras if you're not aware of those. Those are other reasons to use essential oils there. And so that's that. As far as using essential oils internally. Okay, this is where people freak out. Essential oils for internal use. Crazy, huh? Like I said in the beginning, the reason why it's so taboo to use essential oils internally is because in most cases, when people buy essential oils off, from a local store or whatever, even though it says 100% pure or organic, you can have traces of pesticides even in that. You can have fillers and carrier oils. You can have, even if you think it's pure. With doTERRA, you can just rest easy knowing these are 100% as nature intended. No pesticide, no trace of pesticide, no chemicals, no toxic chemicals, no fillers, no contaminants, no additives, no heavy machinery where it let out fumes near these plants. They are amazing quality, okay, like through the roof. And then they're third-party tested to ensure that is totally accurate. So every single batch can be used internally. Now, the one thing you want to be aware of is if the essential oil has, the doTERRA oil, has a supplemental facts label, okay? If it has a nutrition or supplemental facts, you can take it internally, okay? Otherwise, on the side of the bottle, it will say for aromatic or topical use only. But most of the essential oils from doTERRA are meant for humans to ingest. For example, if lavender, lemon, peppermint, tea tree oil, if you have some that say don't ingest, I probably wouldn't use those for anything, okay? Because they're probably not high enough quality to over time do a whole lot of good without the side effects of a filler, contaminant, or pesticide, right? So this one's Digestion. It's one of the most common ones for internal use, and Digestion does not taste yummy, okay? So we often think ingesting, we dump it in our mouths, and I do that a lot with my oils, but not with Digestion. There are a few oils I really don't like to ingest, okay? doTERRA has these amazing veggie capsules, and these are for oils you don't like the taste of, but you still want the internal benefits for. Let me tell you why you might be interested in using essential oils for internal use, okay? When you want to affect your digestive system, if there's something along from your mouth all the way down through your esophagus, into your stomach, into your small intestine, large intestine, colons, even into your these organs of elimination, like your kidneys and your kidneys, your bladder, all that stuff, that follows the digestive tract, okay? So if the issue you're concerned with deals with anything in that digestive tract, it's great to use essential oils internally, okay? So, also immune system, okay? We hear about tons of autoimmune issues out there, right? I mean, that's a thing. A lot of people have one. If you want to support your immune system, internal is really an amazing way to go, okay? Because oftentimes our immune systems are very connected to our digestive system. In fact, if you didn't know this, the gut is the first line of defense for your immune system. Okay, so if you want to start improving your immune system, start with the gut. Pay attention to what you're putting in your gut. And so essential oils are great support for that. Also, if you want to detoxify your body, if your body just needs to cleanse, needs to purge, if you're getting swelling anywhere in your body, cysts, lumps, anything like that, your body needs to cleanse, okay? If you're getting, all that type of thing, okay? Your body needs to purge. Your body needs to cleanse. And so internalizing the oils, ingesting them is a really great way to detoxify your body, okay? So let me talk about Digestion. I don't like the taste of it. doTERRA conveniently already has the option of having Digestion in a liquid cap. So you can take it like a pill already, but I'm kind of one of those people that I like to cut corners and get things for cheaper, and it's okay with me if I just need to dump a couple drops in a capsule and take it that way. So so here I go. Digestion's great for the digestive system, and there we go. Just a couple drops. There's going to be a lot of airspace, but yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of cool. I drink my water from a jar. All right, so affecting the immune system, okay? Other things I like to do if I'm feeling like an infection's coming on or something, I like to put essential oils, you know, especially my favorite is 2 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of oregano in a capsule, and then I do that multiple times a day as needed. Okay, if you're dealing with something in the digestive system, in the immune system, detoxification that is an ongoing thing. Some people would say chronic. If it's an ongoing issue, doing a protocol of like 2 drops of each of the oils you need in a capsule twice a day, you're good. And that will help leverage you to the next level of support. If it's something that's just raging, that's a short-term thing, like an illness or whatever, if it's a short-term thing, then you can do that in your body multiple times a day, like 4-6 times a day sometimes. You know, when you max out any given oil, okay, not a combination of the oils, okay, but specific oils, 16 drops a day is about as much as you should ever ingest or put on your skin. So, because your body really can't do any more that you deal with any more than those. So, for example, if you drink 16 drops of lemon, you've hit your max. If you do 10 drops of lemon, you know, 8 drops of oregano, whatever, that's fine. Okay, so it's not a compound sum amount. It's just for each oil. Okay, so you can take as many up to 16 drops per oil that you need per day. If you need help on protocols, let me know. Or just look up in your Modern Essentials book, or if you've had a scan recently, there you go. Okay, so all great ways to figure out what you need. Okay, all right, so when it comes to oils, as far as drinking them in my water, ones that I do like to drink are citrus oils. Depending on my emotional state, I might, if I'm thinking I need a spark of creativity in my day, lime is a great one to put in your water. Like, I just need that extra creative, you know, spark. Okay, put that in your water. If you're thinking I have all this scattered energy, I just need to focus and use that scattered energy to be productive energy, put it in your water. This is lemon. Okay, if I'm thinking I really have done a really horrible job at giving myself the self-care that I need, and I haven't been listening to my body and what my body really needs, Slim and Sassy, the metabolic blend, is a great one to put in your water. And yes, I'm putting all of these in my water at the same time. I'm crazy. You don't have to do all at the same time, but heck, I can put as many oils as I want. And then wild orange. If you're feeling like scarcity, like I don't have enough, there's not enough, I just can't. Okay, there's your wild orange. Reason to use wild orange in your water. And I'm just doing a drop of each. I usually, when I put one of these in my water, use 4 drops. So it's nothing out of the ordinary for me. It's just going to taste a bit fruity and citrusy, right? Mixing it up here. I actually really like that. Never done that before. That is nice. Way better than flavored water. Okay, so that is a little bit about internal use. Let me see if there's anything else I was gonna say about that? Pretty much covered that. Essential oils that I typically ingest every day. The doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack, which I don't know where I put it. But the Vitality Pack has essential oils in it. In the Z Omega complex, it has clove, which is the world's #1 antioxidant, which means reverse in the rust and aging process of the body. See why my skin is so beautiful? No, I honestly believe that when we use clove, it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so clove is already in there, so I don't even have to put that in a capsule. It's already in there. Clove is in there. Frankincense, which, hello, if you haven't seen any of my videos on frankincense, frankincense is probably the best oil to ingest every day of your life. Okay, it's amazing. All the cellular properties, the anti-aging properties, all the wonderful immune system properties, it's amazing. Okay, so frankincense is in there. Also a bunch of other essential oils for the digestive system, which honestly is the reason we ingest oils in the first place, right? For the immune system and the digestive system, and those oils are great for that. So those are reasons to use essential oils internally. Now, I forgot to mention the common essential oils I use topically. And the reason topically, and I forgot to mention that the skin, that's why I use essential oils topically. Ones that I commonly use topically for the skin are sometimes if my face breaks out in acne anywhere, Melaleuca is really great to rub on your skin, so is copaiba. Both of those are awesome. Okay, when it comes to anti-aging or helping with your eyes, I mean, my eyes feel so much clearer. My vision, personally, just me, but my vision seems to feel a lot better too. My eyesight's clear using Immortelle. Also, if I have a stretch mark of whatever that I don't like, a blemish on my skin or whatever that I don't like, you can put Immortelle on it and it will help transition those old cells out so brand new baby smooth cells can come in, right? So that is another reason to put essential oils on topically. And for kids, topical is sometimes the easiest way to do it, which is another reason to put oils on topically. Or like if your tummy is upset or your baby's tummy and you don't feel like you can ingest an oil because you might throw it up or something, you can rub Digestion on your tummy, in your belly button sometimes, wherever you feel the issue, you can apply topically, okay? So that is how you use essential oils, those 3 different ways. Common ones that I use topically on a daily basis are Balance. Balance is a great one to put on your feet every day. According to doTERRA's medical officer, Dr. David Hill, he says that we should put essential oils on every day on the bottoms of our feet. Helps with staying present and staying in the moment. And if you can start the day that way and end the day that, I mean, it's just going to help your body so much with stress and everything else. So that's a good one to apply topically on a daily basis. Also, if you've got any regimens, like I have essential oils in my shampoo. It's the doTERRA shampoo. It already has essential oils in it. Also, I make my own soaps. All the soaps in my house have essential oils in them, so I use those on a daily basis, so I'm getting the topical benefits that way. I'm also getting topical benefits through my deodorant. I did a video about that. There are lots of different ways that you can use essential oils topically. So those are the tips that I wanted to share today, and feel free to ask any questions if you have. Once again, thank you so much for investing the time to watch this, and hopefully you'll think about investing the time to focus on you, because really you are so valuable and so wonderful, and you are worth so much. And so thanks so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Be in touch. Take care. Thanks.